all you sealers and listen to me. Come down, your blood red roses, come down. A lovely song I'll sing to thee. Come down, your blood red roses, come down. It was in 1803. Come down, your blood red roses, come down. You set sail for the southern sea. Oh, if it's your brothers, come down, your blood red roses, come down.
Well, it's been exciting getting out here to the boat in Stanley Bay. Just heading away for a cruise. Probably just go out to Waiheke Island. Might only get to Islington Bay tonight. The idea is just to relax a bit and have a bit of fun. The weather's a bit fickle at the moment, but it's supposed to settle down. We've got a series of fronts passing over. Yeah, well, we should get out to Islington Bay anyway, and then get out to Waiheke Island tomorrow, and then hopefully go to a vineyard or two. So that should be quite fun. Anyway, more later. The next morning was off to Waiheke Bay on the northwest side of Waiheke Island, quite close to Oneroa, the main township. Wasn't much wind, unfortunately, so yeah, it was a couple of hours to get over there, and then I had some work to do, so we got off to a late start. Eventually got away and headed off on a cliff-top walk, heading around to the east, along the coast, over cliffs, down to Fossil Bay and back up again, and on to Oneroa. As you can see, the weather was great. You wouldn't believe it was winter. Because of its unique climate, many different varieties of grape are grown on Waiheke Island, but it's especially famous for its Chardonnays. My first destination was Cable Bay Vineyard. Cable Bay is a famous destination for Auckland's so-called A-list. It's recently been in trouble for having too many people arriving by helicopters. I guess if you're in business, that's not a bad problem to have.
So we own our vines there in the Awatiri, which is a great sub-region of Marlborough. We bring up the juice and we make all the wine in the winery.
Right.
So it's very tropical on the nose, on the palate, very zesty.
The next morning back at the boat, there was absolutely no wind. Had a few boats come in last night into Waiheke Bay, just ahead of the weekend. I guess the crowds will be out now. It's now Saturday morning, so I imagine there's boats streaming out of Auckland Harbour heading this way. I want to get around to the south side of the island today. This is on the sort of north-western side. The wind's supposed to swing around to the northeast, so I think it'll be better on the south side, a bit more sheltered. And there's some good wineries down there. We've arrived at Haruhi Bay on the south side of Waiheke Island. And that's Blackpool over there, southern Blackpool. It's very sheltered from the east, from the north, so that should do us fine. Let's go and get some diesel, and it's wine o'clock. In case you were wondering, that's the boat. Raven 26, 1979, hull number 99. Oldie but a goodie. About 150 of them were made. This is a Mark II, it's got the fiberglass top. Latest technology in 1979. On the way to Mudbrick Vineyard, I hadn't gone more than a couple of 100 metres along Blackpool Beach when I came across the remains of a scow. This is the Rahiri, previously known as the Daphne. This is her in better times, leading the scow race on Auckland Harbour. These hard-chined, slab-sided, flat-bottom sailing barges were a feature of the Hauraki Gulf between the 1870s and up until the Second World War and even beyond. Around 130 were built in total. The design appears to have come from the United States, where similar scows were used on the Great Lakes and also in San Francisco Harbour. In San Francisco they carried immense loads of hay and were famous for catching fire. The sailors were not very careful about how they put their pipes out. Yeah.
It's made from Chardonnay and peanut white and red grape.
I'd last been to Mudbrick Vineyard sometime in the 1990s. It was only a couple of years old. I wasn't actually expecting very much, and I'm not sure why. I hadn't really stayed in touch, but it was a bit of a revelation to me, I must say. The wines were superb. I'll talk a lot more about the wines on Waiheke at the end of this video. Jurassic Ridge next door to Mudbrick was closed, having licensing issues with the council, so I went for a long walk.
Come all you sealers and listen to me. Come down, your blood red roses, come down. A lovely song I'll sing to thee. Come down, your blood red roses, come down. It was in 1803. Come down, your blood red roses, come down. We set sail for the southern sea. Oh, it looks so perfect. Come down, your blood red roses, come down. Woo! He said us down, come down, your blood red roses, come down. He set sail for Sydney town, come down, your blood red roses, come down. He has left us with a girl, come down, your blood red roses, come down. Just wants to be in a 10-pound club. Oh, it makes so perfect. Come down, your blood red roses, come down.
I'd been planning to go to Poderi Crisci for months. We needed a high tide, and we had just enough wind to get us there in time. I wasn't even sure we'd be able to get up the estuary to the vineyard, but it was worth a try. Then there'd be the issue of getting back. I couldn't stay more than about 2 hours, I reckon. What a beauty. Paketi. So near and yet so far, we have to go right around.
Come down, your blood red roses come down. When we were treating them here for a spell.
I walked into a 5-course long lunch. I'm not sure I can stay the distance, but I did want to try the wine, so I'm buying the lunch anyway. Well, what can I say? Poderi Crisci, it's just wonderful. I mean, the long lunch was just everything I've had is fabulous, and the wine blew me away. They got the Pinot Grigio. You know, you got that ABC crowd, anything but Chardonnay, and they drink that horrible New Zealand Pinot Gris, that fruity rubbish, and yeah, this is the way Pinot Grigio should be made. It's dry and it's beautiful and on a sunny day. Just superb. So to me, this has been the highlight of the trip, and I've had 3 glasses of wine, so I'm getting a bit emotional, but to me it's bucket list stuff, you know. Set aside a sunny Sunday and come here and have a long lunch and drink some fabulous wine. Hard at work this morning. Looks like they're harvesting a few mussels. It's the only sign of activity, really. Beautiful. Beautiful little bay.
Start is lower than I lost. Come down, your blood red roses come down. Now we're all covered over with fur. Come down, your blood red roses come down. For all his tales like you said, oh, you big superless. Come down, your blood red roses come down. Captain, he returns to hell. Come down, your blood red roses come down. When we were treating him here for a spell. Oh, you big superless. Come down, your blood red roses come down. Oh, you big superless.
I said I'd talk a bit about the wines, and I think the best way to do that is to talk about the wines I brought home with me. Waiheke's a unique area. It's because it's an island, it's got a very stable average temperature. It's surrounded by water, and that keeps the nighttime temperature fairly high. So it's warm at the best of times, and it's warmer than normal at night. That obviously helps grapes ripen, and ripen in a slightly unusual way. The soil is pretty bad. It's clay with mineral deposits. It gets cracked up in summertime. So that's good for wine growing. the vine should be a little bit stressed, they say. So yeah, boutique vineyards, the prices aren't cheap. You start at around $30. That's one of the reasons why there's only 4 bottles on the table. The other one is I had to carry them quite a long distance. So let's have a look at them. What have we got? You probably gathered I like my Chardonnays. So there's 2 there. There's the Cable Bay, which is already a dead soldier. It was very pleasant, it was very nice, not particularly complex. A good drinking Chardonnay, good honest drop really. Different kettle of fish, the Mudbrick. Really, really good wine in my opinion. It was complex and had depth to it that maybe the Cable Bay didn't have, maybe didn't aspire to have. So yeah, I really recommend that one. It's got a little label on there. What did it get? Gold medal at the Spiegelau International Wine Competition 2015. So yeah, a gong. The other 2 I brought back were the Poderi Crisci Pinot Grigio, which you've probably heard quite a bit about already. Very nice drop, dry, pleasantly dry, not overly fruity. A lot of New Zealand Pinot Gris is very fruity, and I don't like them at all. But this, yeah, I really like it. Italian style, you can tell from the colours. But yeah, the Italian style Pinot Grigio, that's to my taste. So, and the only red was the Cable Bay Merlot Malbec, which yeah, I mean, it really impressed at the tastings, and hasn't been drunk yet. It's going to go away for a little while if I can keep my hands off it. But it really impressed. It was I'm a bit wary about wine tastings because you tend to get wrapped up in the atmosphere of the thing, and several times I've sort of thought I was buying something blisteringly good, come home, open it, and it's kind of yeah, okay, it's okay. I'm not expecting that to happen with this one. It really was very, very nice. So yeah, those are the 4 I brought back. There's 30 odd vineyards out there on Waiheke Island, so if you want to see some more, if you want to do this again, press the subscribe button, press the like button. We'll see you again. Bye.